Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is David Bianco. Well, this is a bit of an impromptu video prompted by the past and the future. The past being the MOFI legal case and finally getting some decisions rendered on the 26th of December, the day after Christmas. More importantly, looking forward into 2024, we're going to talk a bit about a new audio fest that's coming to the Dallas-Fort Worth area in March of 2024. That's coming up next on the Safe and Sound Texas Audio Excursion. Now, for those of you who might feel like, I've heard enough about MOFI, don't want to hear any more, then this probably isn't the section of the video you want to listen to. But I'll be brief, because this final legal document kind of reads like this.
Oh, good grief. Yes, ma'am?
So it's about a lot of legal mumbo jumbo, and the court basically had to deal with all the open objections that existed, and some of those even had to do with people making assertions that the amount that was being agreed to wasn't enough. One guy argued that it strained credibility to believe that the defendants, being MOFI, would have put so much marketing effort to misrepresent to consumers that its titles were all analog vinyl reissues, and as they argue, used premium materials for their original master recordings and one-step recordings to capture only 5 or 10% premium price. So they're saying the valuation of that being higher should have yielded a better return back to the consumer beyond the 5% refund that you could get or the 10% in-store credit that you could get. Of course, you could also turn the record back in and get full valuation. And then to support that assertion, the person even went and compared MOFI to Acoustic Sounds, a competitor, which offered, in this case, he said, a triple analog recording of Pretzel Logic, which was $150 versus the all-digital step for $29.98. Well, the court, in its wisdom, of course, said, hey, there's a lot more different about these records than just the recording. There's the type of vinyl, there's the packaging, and none of these things are, in fact, things that you have asserted of the valuation difference. You're purely talking about the digital versus the analog. So, just a lot of back and forth, people that were against the case. On its face, people that were against it because the people that filed it might get some money out of it beyond the dollars that we all will get in one shape, form, or another based on the decision we make, whether we take the 5% return on valuation of what we bought, or we take a 10% in-store coupon for MOFI site or for Music Direct. And obviously we have the option to return the records. Of course, that period has passed. So if you didn't get a letter on that and didn't act on that, then that option, of course, has concluded. So in the end, the case went through all of these things and judgment was made on all of these objections. And it was found that the parties' proposed class action is now approved. There was a request for $290,000 in combined attorney's fee to be paid, and that was granted. $10,000 each to what are called service awards to Stephen Tuttle and Dustin Kallman for bringing the case. And then the parties being, especially Mobile Fidelity, Music Direct, to proceed with the settlement, to fund the settlement, and to execute the authorized distributions, etc., etc. So it's done. And hopefully you will be receiving through contact, probably by mail, regarding either your returns and or the refund piece that you can choose from as well. So this is where things stand. It's a done deal and glad for it to be over. One thing about it is, these are relatively small dollars. All the other cases that were brought by other litigants have had bigger lawyers, higher paying lawyers. They basically realized this was not a big high dollar thing that they were going to get a lot of money out of. And basically those kind of melted away and we were left with this initial case from Washington State. And it's all over and done with. So, The records that you can return, there's a list of those, but again, that's over with. So not all records were included, of course. Once the cat was out of the bag, that ended the list of records. And I think it was around the time the Eagles and Desperados' second album from the Eagles came out. Those were some of the last ones that were approved. So anyway, we're done with that, but where are we going in the future? 2024 is in front of us. Let's talk about equipment for a minute. There is a show that is coming to the Dallas area, a festival like Capitol Audio Fest, but probably smaller, and it's going to be called the SouthWest Audio Fest. This is being held at the Dallas Anatole Hotel, and they've got a special rate on their webpage for people to book in advance. It's going to have quite a few exhibitors there, and you can look up their website. I'll show it here, and it'll talk about the venue, talk about exhibiting, who's involved with media for it, and how to contact them if you might have some interest or know someone who might have an interest in being an exhibitor there. The time is running short, but it's good to get it on your calendar now. This is the first time there's been a show like this here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and maybe something like this in the Austin area, smaller in the past, but definitely nothing of this size coming here to the Southwest in the Texas area. So I'm really looking forward to that, intend to attend all 3 days and get to meet folks, get to look at equipment, even buy some records. I know there'll be some records being sold there as well. And just basically to get in the vibe of the vinyl community and those beyond in the digital community and those who are on the higher end of the spectrum, maybe on equipment as well. So we're looking for a good showing here in the Dallas area. So if you're from this area, please let others know about it. Let me know here through comments if you happen to know about it already or plan to attend, or how we all could maybe arrange a meetup. That's always great to do. We do it at record shows. It would be great to do something like that here in the Metroplex at the SouthWest Audio Fest. So please share this information. We're looking for great attendance as a launch for this being the first time here in this region. So that's a great thing to put on your calendar for 2024, March 15th through the 17th here in Dallas at the Anatole Hilton Hotel. It's a really nice hotel and a nice venue, so it should be an enjoyable time. So as always, if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so by pressing on the bell below. And if you would hit the like or thumbs up button, I would appreciate it. And any comments are always welcome. So as we move from 2023 to 2024, I want to make sure to thank you all for being part of this channel, whether you're just a viewer, just a subscriber. If you comment, even better. I love responding to comments and staying engaged. It's been a really good first full year for the channel. Looking forward to 2024. So for now, we'll say goodbye from Safe and Sound Texas Audio Excursion and catch you next time. Take care, everybody.